4 of how our thoughts affect our emotions. So, first and foremost, what is emotion? Emotion is that those feelings that we have, anger, happiness, all of those, anxiety. Those are our emotion. Those are our emotions. So I'm going to be talking about how our thoughts affect them. Now, like I've always said, our brain is our data center. It takes in data, it stores the data in a place, it analyzes the data and says, okay, this data made this scenario made us feel happy. There are chemicals that are responsible for each response that we give: happiness, sadness, anxiety, fear. All of those, the brain has different parts that stores them and it releases them at the right time. Now, all of these emotions, if we are faced with a similar scenario, what your brain just does is it just fetches it in split seconds and brings it back to you and say, "Guy, you know what, we faced this before, this was what we encountered." If it was happiness, you'll be motivated to do it. If it was sadness, your brain already knows that this thing is sadness. It has released other stress hormones in your body, and your brain will not want you to go there. It will not want you to take on such tasks because it doesn't feel that you're safe. Now, when you get to that point, like I said yesterday, when you get to that point, the first thing that you do is calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Your brain is not wrong. The only thing that you have to do is you have to ask your person, okay, this emotion that I am feeling, this way that I am feeling, is it right? Is it the right thing to feel? Yes, it's the right thing to feel. It means that your brain is working well. But do I need to accept it? That's the answer that I cannot decide for you. If you accept it, fine, you remain stuck. You will just discover that you're not doing anything new. You are not making progress in a lot of things. But if you say, okay, my brain, I accept all of these things that you're saying to me, but I want to move ahead. And if I continue like this, can we find a way that I move past all of this? All those conversations you are going to have in them with yourself. And trust me, when you start having all of these thoughts, a way will come out. Even if you don't have any way, let me tell you one way. Your tasks, break them into bits, break them into micro wins, just small, small wins. By the time you win in bits, your brain also registers that you are winning small, small. The way it was able to register negative emotion, it also registers that you are winning small, small. By so doing, next time when you want to take up a small task again, similar, your brain will allow you do it. You are motivated, you are doing it. Over time you realize that, oh, that big task that looked impossible before me, I have been able to actually complete it. And again, when you win all of those small tasks, can you please celebrate yourself? Tell yourself that you have done it, you have won, so that your brain will also register that we have one win out of the 10 losses that the brain is busy registering. We have one win. Because the truth is, the brain will always register losses before wins, because it's a normal thing that you start something for the very first time, and the possibility of you winning or succeeding at it the very first time is maybe 70-30. That's the normal trajectory of life, although a lot of people succeed at first time, but there are very few. So you would definitely have more losses in your mind that your brain has stored more than wins. You need to be very intentional about what you allow into your brain. That's why you need to be conscious of the environment, the things you take in, the things you read, the things you watch, the things you hear from people. You need to be very conscious and ensure. That's why I've always been saying, you need to surround yourself, take in enough information, especially success, about the things that you want to achieve. All of these things will excite you. So even if you are afraid, the feeling of excitement is more than the fear, and it will not hinder you back. But a lot of us, when once our brain tells us that we have done this before and fail, we just, I can't go forward. You stay there. I'm sure if the brain could talk, you'd be like, it's what happened that I'm showing you. I'm not saying that you should stop now. But a lot of people, we just stop. That's how people get stuck. That's how we see ourselves year after year. We are in one place because we are afraid. It's not really our fault. You can override all of this. If you don't know, try and override it. Be very intentional about it. Win small, small things, small, small things. They will register in your brain and help you to become a better person. I hope I've been able to convince somebody that your thoughts they actually affect your emotions. So be very careful about the things that you allow into your head. Be very careful about the environment that you curate, the kind of things that you want to see. Be intentional about creating what you want to achieve in life. And I know that you would succeed. Bye. Tomorrow is going to be the last day. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye.